To take care of somebody's mom.
And Jesus trusted this man to do something else. He trusted him in writing of this book,
Yeah.
so that we would have these instructions,
Yeah.
these admonitions,
Yeah.
which are really quite extensive. It's a really good book.
I just realized that John wrote from the beginning to the end. The Gospel of John says, in the beginning was the Word. And in the book of Revelation, he goes to the end.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
He was a man that God talked to, and a man that was not afraid or ashamed to tell what he saw, what he did, and what God told him.
Yep.
You know, we should be the same way. We should not be afraid to tell what God has shown us and told us. And we're down to the part in the book of chapter 5. I don't want to do too much recapping because I've been doing it each week. Down chapter 5 in verse 19, where it's recording, he is recording to us, reiterating back to us what he heard Jesus say. And Jesus began to teach the group of people that were there. Okay, now set it in context. We got to do a little bit of recap. In that he healed this man on the Sabbath day, and they were finding fault.
Right.
Correct?
Yes.
With what? The healing? No.
The Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Work
They're
on
finding
the
fault
Sabbath.
that he did it on the Sabbath day. They were so I don't say in tune, but so stuck on their following the letter of the law.
Yep.
They found fault with Jesus doing a miracle on the Sabbath day.
Yep. Work.
And of course, we know how Jesus spoke about that. In another part, he asked them outright, is it good, is it lawful to do good or to do evil on the Sabbath day? A different portion. And he asked him that out straight out.
Yeah. Yeah.
The man's withered hand. Is it lawful to do good or to do evil? So he asked them that. Of course, they don't want to answer.
No.
They don't want to answer that.
No, they don't.
Okay. But Jesus is talking here. He says some things that are very pertinent. Verse 19. Jesus said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. For what things soever he doeth, these also do the Son likewise. You know, Jesus said something else about you and Dorothy and Jennifer and Mary and me. He said that if we are born again, we are joint heirs with Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Okay. So he's really speaking to us, and if we're joint heirs, we are, what's an heir?
Someone who's directly descendant, usually. It's in the descent of whatever the law says is going to be distributed from the principal, the one who just died.
Yes.
Now that person left an estate, and the estate is what gets distributed, and there are all kinds of legal things that go along inside there. But when it says we're joint heirs, he's making a big statement about our relationship with the Father,
Yes.
because we're related through Jesus, so we are directly related to the Father. Listen, that's a hard one to I mean, we cannot wrap our head around that.
You know, an heir is often looked at as someone who receives something upon someone's death, but that's not always so.
True.
An heir also comes under the umbrella of the person is an heir to while they are still living.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not uncommon for someone who has a successful business to turn it over to their heir before their death.
That's
To
right.
have their heir running it before their death. To have their heir wrapped all up in it way before their death. And so Jesus Christ is saying here, I'm just doing what the Father showed me to do. And what I'm trying to get round to is us being joint heirs with Jesus Christ, we fall into the same way. We are to be doing what we see the Father do,
Yes.
and what the Father directs us. He says, what I see the Father do, for what things soever he doeth, these also doeth me likewise.